It's been a while since I recorded such a video. I thought it's a nice experience if I share with you the journey that I've had, what I've gone through over the recent times that I was away from this channel. I wasn't actually really shooting real videos like this. I was just doing randomly taken. But I want to tell you that I'm back, I'm bigger, and I'm better. For my subscribers, thank you for always supporting me, and those who have not yet subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button. So today I want to talk about medical laboratory science. The channel is always about medical laboratory science. So you are there, you are in campus, you are probably in your third year, or you are probably in your fourth year of study, or maybe you have finished your coursework, you have graduated, and you have already done your local area license. What do you do with it? Maybe sometimes you are working in some posh hospital somewhere and you are earning some good salary, but there is actually a very intriguing need for you to advance in your career, and that's why today I want to shoot this video. I want to tell you that other than getting your state license, the place that you're working in, for example, like me, I come from Kenya and I am licensed by the Kenya Medical Laboratory Technologists and Technicians Board, that is KMLTTB. There is another international license that you can have that can actually be a boost to your career. I'm saying this because other than it just being a boost to your career, you will be able to experience advanced knowledge as you prepare for the course, because there is an exam that you will take after it. Now, I recently acquired this and I showed it somewhere, and most of you people asked me. So the license is reading ASCP Board of Certification, hereby certify that the MLS ASCP ICM, having successfully satisfied the requirements, is certified as an international medical laboratory scientist, validity through that. So ASCP in full is American Society of Clinical Pathology, and that is what we want to speak about today. So after you finish your university degree, you can be able to actually apply for this additional licensure, which will actually act as a boost to your career. And I'll take you through the journey and the process of how you can actually apply for this license and you get it, and you have a boost to your career, like I said before. Now, first of all, you will need to submit your documents, your transcript, to an agency like FIS that will evaluate your transcript, and they will grade you according to the American system. So this certification is an American certification, but it is recognized in so many countries around the world and around the globe. And I may want to say that other than just having the license, the experience that comes with it, it completely changes your way of thinking. Even how you evaluate specimen back in the lab, the rigorous coursework that you will go through will sharpen your mind, and you will have a different angle in which you look at things in future. Now, let me take you through the process of how you can apply for this licensure. Now, the first step I've said is to submit your documents to an evaluation agency, and there is a list of evaluation agency. I will probably attach it here in the video, like I can show you it right now. And when you look at this list of the evaluation agency, they will be able to evaluate you and they will give you a feedback. They will convert the grades you earned to the grading system in the US. Now, after that, American Society of Clinical Pathology is an international certification, like I said before. In simple terms, I will be calling it the ASCP, but I'll specifically speak about the international one that I have gained, because it is the one that I'm so much conversant with. Now, First of all, you will need to log in to the portal. If you just write ASCP in Google or whichever browser you are using, you will click on it and it will take you to the portal. So after that, you will be able to create an account. That is, if you don't have an account, you'll be able to create an account. There's this icon here, you can see here, that is written create an account with ASCP. You will click on it, and after clicking on it, it will take you to a window that you can see in your screen. You will create an account. It will ask you some few details. It will ask you your name, your middle name, last name, suffix, if you have any maiden previous name, and your birthday. A list of a digit that is called the SSN. That one you will leave blank, but you will be able to input your email address. So after putting your email address, you will click create account. So on creating account with ASCP, you will be required to answer additional information, like you can see here. You'll be required to state your postal address, just basic information that you'll be required to state. I'm sure all this you will be having. Give your address, your account information, your preferred password, things like that, just one by one until you are done. So the next part, the account will be created to you and you will have a profile. So in your profile, you can apply for various courses, like this, the BOC study guide, but it is at a fee. So this BOC study guide will help you revise for the various exams that they offer. And there's also the stimulator exam that can stimulator practice, BOC practice simulation exam that will be able to give you a real exam like the one you are going to experience. So from there, you will go downwards. After you are ready for the exam, you will go downwards and click international certification. That is the one I applied for. You will click international certification. On clicking international certification, it will take you directly to apply for the examination. So before you apply for the certification of the examination, you must obtain all documents that are necessary to establish your eligibility. So you'll enter your primary email address and you'll re-enter your primary email address. Kindly note that you are supposed to enter your primary email address and you are supposed to observe the exact letters, letter by letter, or if it is a number, you're supposed to observe it the way it is. You must also agree to the following statements before you continue, that you have fully and completely reviewed the purchase and for examination and certification along with the eligibility requirements of the certification category. You have chosen and you understand the requirements are specified, and you understand that the application fees are non-refundable. And by checking that box, you agree that the statements you are being emailed for verification process. Now, you'll receive an email confirmation that is actually congratulating you on your decision to apply for the certification by the ASCP Board of Certification. After that, you will be required to submit more documents for them to verify that you are authentic. Now, you have to update your contact information, which is so important. And one thing I want to tell people is that they usually update a wrong address. If you miss an address even with one digit, you risk not getting this certificate. This is called the world certificate. It is usually sent to you from the US. And if you miss even a digit, you risk yourself not getting the world certificate email to you, because it will go to a different mail and following up might be difficult. There is a fee that you will be charged in case you want a new one. Now, after that, you will be able to scroll down the drop-down menu and click International Medical Laboratory Scientist. So there is Route 1, Route 2, Route 3, Route 4, and Route 5. I'll speak about the routes more as we proceed. So Route 1, you are fresh from college and you have a Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science or a Biological Science or Chemistry. And the training that you had training for Medical Laboratory Science program. And Route 2, you have a Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Scientist and you have 3 years of clinical experience. So that is how you choose the routes. But Route 3, you have a bachelor degree and a 2-year Medical Laboratory Science program. But on the training and clinical experience, your Medical Laboratory Science training program. On Route 4, you have a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences or Chemistry with 5 years clinical experience. Route 5, you have a bachelor degree, a 2-year diploma in Biological Science or Chemistry with 5 years clinical experience. All these routes, you are able to apply for the exam certification and you will be considered. Now, after you choose that, you have to verify your information and also the examination application. You will tick that. Then you have to you can update your education history. By this, you have to add an institution, and here it is quite so important. The institution information, you will be able to add all those, the degree or diploma information that you had, and the program and director information. Then you have a training history. If you have trained somewhere, you have to have a training history. You go to your HR and you obtain this training history, something that says that you have been there. And you have to also attach a training form. Just as you can see the slides, it is not a rigorous exercise. It is something that is quite simple. So you will have attach an experience form also when needed to do so. And this is an example of a form, of a training documentation form that should be filled with where you went for your attachment or where you received your training or the institution which you were in. If you don't fill this information correctly, remember you have already paid a fee. So it is very important to fill this information correctly, because they will always send you a deficient notification in case they want clarity over any other thing that it's not maybe clear to them. Now, experience documentation form is listed here as you can see in this slide. So you will be able to fill it, and it will be filled, it will be stamped, it will be signed, then you will submit all those. You are supposed to scan and send to them and attach in the website. Now, letter of authenticity. It must be printed on institutional or company letterhead. You have to state that the training program documentation forms or the experience documentation form was completed by your program director or laboratory management or employer respectively. You have to state that the person submitting the letter of authenticity has also completed the documentation form containing a handwritten signature, and it should never be a typed or an electronic signature and date. Documentation form and letter of authenticity, if you are asked for a deficient notification, you will submit it to the email address that is listed here. That's all, and that is the procedure. So after you do that, you'll be able to schedule for your exam. You'll be able to book your exam. The good thing with ASCP, they use Pearson VUE, but I know Pearson VUE has centers all over the world, and accessing the exam is not something that is so hard. So guys, that is what I wanted to tell you today, and it's a good experience. You will not regret doing it. You'll be glad you will have sharpened your mind by having an extra documentation, because the exam is also computer simulated. By the way, let me speak about the exam. The exam is computer stimulated. So, the more you answer the questions correctly, the harder the exam gets. The more you get correct answers, the harder the exam gets until you fail. This helps. It is a computer adaptive test that helps you gauge your ability, because an average student will just receive questions that are average. If you are a bright student, you receive questions that are quietly harder. So the level increases according to how correctly you answer the question. You have to get an average of 400 marks out of 900 marks for you to pass the exam. The good thing is that once you finish, the exam is all choices, multiple choice questions, and once you finish and you click submit, you are able to be told whether you have passed or failed the exam. That's all for today, and thanks for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly remember to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for always supporting me. Bye.